It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Calvin Austin on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yellow.
Back to the well again. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He'll go quickly to the right. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. To the air, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 44-yard line.
Putting a receiver in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Herbert throwing right away. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert on first down. Hauled in left side. He's contained at the line for no gain. Justin Reed with the tackle.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Herbert again. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ray.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Third down run by Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert now, blitz coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Only a yard on the pickup. That leaves them with third and goal at the 6.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And he drives it forward for a modest gain. After a gain of 5, we'll see what they want to do here on fourth and goal.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here we go, fourth and goal inside the 1. They'll run it up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Once it became goal-to-goal, Brock, that field goal team just didn't feel like they were ever going to see the field. This team was committed to making a statement on the opening series, even if it meant leaving the offense out there on fourth and goal.
Yeah, I think that's really well said, Kate, for a couple reasons. Number one, you do get a chance to finish, right? So you do all this work to get there, you want to finish it. But you also know if you don't get it, well, you set your opponent up with some really bad field position. I love that decision.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. Racing down the left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Completed over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Gibbs on second down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on first is Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. To throw, Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Home troops right. Set.
Right up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Herbert now. They left him wide open. It's complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And he misses the point after, so this stays a 6-point game. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41. They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs in need of some points before the break. Second and 6 coming up here.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's another first-half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Junior Colson. And the Chargers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers grow their lead just before halftime. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
For a second, looked like the Chargers offense was coming off, but no. Coaches say, stay out there. We're going for 2. They send him straight up the middle. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Every once in a while, we don't have to confuse this game. Simply beat the man in front of you. Carry the ball over the line. Rushing football at its finest.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They send a man in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to Worthy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Chiefs in the hurry up, trying to get everyone to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Gets it to him on the screen. Juke the defender. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Hey, Sunday.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Another throw for Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hey, yellow, go gun. 15.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Cam Hart. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
21.
Motioning him from the slot right. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Complete to
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. He'll throw it. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Running it with Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hey, go Lion. Set. Grenade.
Another one for Gibbs. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose!
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not
the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Finds him over the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Back to the air, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So now it'll be second and goal.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
There's a give, left side, and that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with 7 yards now on third and goal.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup on third and goal. 4 yards shy for fourth. The Chargers sending out Dicker the kicker to add 3 to the board. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
I down these two. Right side.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Still going inside the 35. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working inside the red zone. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Baylor Tiger.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 32. Hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Hey, ram. Set.
In off to Gibbs from the gun. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Herbert with a blitz coming. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Has it at the 7. It's an LA touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers take a 3-possession lead.
Chiefs 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He breaks a tackle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Yellow.
Another carry for him. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And the Chargers take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Grenade. Grenade.
Herbert now. Blitz coming. On target to his man, Tony. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Gibbs. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered create on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Gibbs now from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Go.
Working quickly here. First and goal. Here's Gibbs. Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers put up even more points in a win. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it a 24-point ball game.
Dicker all lined
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, here comes Austin. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He cuts it to the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Here's a toss to the left. And he is stopped. Wow, a bit surprising after he just burned this defense. But he doesn't make it across, and the 2-point try fails. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And right there is the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with sack. I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They'll run. It's Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Call it a gain of 2 that time, and it leaves him only a yard away on 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
12. Set. Hey, Ray.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
Throwing is Mahomes. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Right side.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Right. Right side.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Right side.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
Go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. It's inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some...
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs make it an 18-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
Yellow.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut out left. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Hey, 15.
From the 24. Setting up the running back screen. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down from the red zone. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it an 11-point ball game.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Gibbs. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Kansas City.